We start with breaking news we've been following overnight. Two people were shot in Over the Rhine, and the ambulance one of them was riding in was involved in a crash on the way to the hospital. 9 on your sides, Kristen Swilley joins us live from UC Medical Center. Police just released the conditions of those victims. Kristen. We're working to learn if a bank robbery suspect who set off a manhunt across the tri-state will be in court today. Todd Keith is accused of robbing banks in Michigan wearing a clown suit. Police caught him Friday in Brown County. Last week, officials said Keith would appear in federal court today, but online records aren't clear. We'll bring you updates as soon as we learn them. Local organizations helping hurricane relief efforts are getting a big donation thanks to your generosity. 9 on your side asked you to give during a live phone bank on Monday, and sure you delivered. The event raised just over $27,000. The money will go to the Red Cross and to Matthew 25 Ministries. Both organizations have sent crews to areas impacted by the storm. A 4-year-old girl will return to Florida today. Her kidnapping set off Amber Alerts across 5 states, including Kentucky. New information at noon in a double shooting that left one person dead in Mount Airy. A homeowner defending himself, now fighting for his life in the hospital. Breaking this noon hour, an indictment in a cold case murder. James Turan is accused of shooting and killing Coleraine liquor store owner Venkat Reddy Goli just after the store closed on New Year's Eve in 2012. Turan is already serving jail time in Caldwell, Ohio for an unrelated crime. Now,
breaking news and the Tri-State's most accurate forecast. This is 9 on your side.
Good morning to you. If you're just waking up, our time right now at 8:03. I'm Chris Reva.
And I'm Allie Kraemer in for Catherine. The work week off to a chilly start out there. You're going to need a coat. Jason Adams is in this morning. And Jason, how about that bus stop forecast?
Oh yeah, definitely chilly for the kids.
Thanks, Jason. The third and final presidential debate is next Wednesday in Las Vegas.
Well, the second debate last night, of course, and it was more tense than the first one.
New at noon, it was life or death for convicted killer Glenn Bates. And today, the judge chose death. 9 on your sides, Brianna Harper brings us the breaking news details from inside the courtroom. Breaking news in the search for the Pike County killers. For the first time, the sheriff is talking about who he thinks is responsible. 9 on your side, I-Team reporter Hillary Lake met with him for several hours. Hillary, what have we learned? Investigators with the National Transportation Safety Board will be back at the scene of a deadly plane crash in Warren County today. 2 people were killed when a 2-seater crashed last night near Camp Kern in Oregonia. We still have a lot of questions, including who was inside that plane and where it was headed. Now to breaking news. Police have identified a woman hurt in a hit and run. 77-year-old Irene Swain is in critical condition this morning. Take a look at this picture. This is from surveillance video just before a car hit Swain last night. You can see the car here just before hitting her. They believe it's a silver 4-door sedan that's missing its front license plate. Now, we've been following the search for the car since last night at 11 o'clock. The crash happened just after 8 outside the Gateway Plaza Apartments near Central and 9th in the West End. It was first reported as a person down in the street. Police later learned what happened after looking at that surveillance video. A warning this morning about teens causing problems on Warren Street in Covington, but the warning, it's not coming from police, but from people who live in that neighborhood. Now, it stems from this security video. Take a look. This shows 3 teens rattling the door handles on a car to see if it's unlocked. They check one side and then the other, and finally are scared off when an alarm on one of those vehicles goes off. This morning, a Kentucky woman is fighting to get her son's body home. He was killed inside a Las Vegas jail cell. Patricia Fitzpatrick found out her son was killed over the weekend. Authorities say Jeremiah Bowling was beaten and strangled during a fight with his cellmate. It will cost $3,700 to bring his remains back to Louisville so his family can have a proper burial. Turning now to Democracy 2016, Donald Trump is under fire after some say he tried to capitalize on the latest high-profile shooting in Chicago. Boxing legend Muhammad Ali passed away on Friday, a fighter to the very end. Over the weekend, thousands gathered in his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky to pay their respects. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is there and has more on the champion's life. Well, imagine walking outside this afternoon and finding a boa constrictor underneath your car. It happened to a Pennsylvania woman. She says that she was leaving an appointment when she came face to face with the 10-foot-long snake. You're going to see it as they get it out. She had to call a reptile expert and a tow truck driver. The pair were able to jump in and free the snake.